even in a financial services, in a rating agency business, a small entity like us, we could take on large global players, and we are able to, make a reasonable presence. As one of the eminent speakers also mentioned earlier, that sometimes you don't require to spend a lot of money on advertisement and publicity. You'll find that the word of mouth helps you. So that's what our strategy to grow the business. If you look at your book here, this book has broadly, 6 broad components to know about rating, and also how the current economic environment is facilitating the small businesses to grow. We have highlighted various initiatives taken by various regulators and government. We also have a paragraph on how to sort of creating a sustainable business model, because, for example, a lot of businesses are set up, but at the same time it is equally important how do you sustain and take on the competition for a longer period. So from a rating agency perspective, what we believe that some of those critical requirements for sustaining the business. Of course, we also touched upon other areas like how financial discipline is critical, how you can use, how you can embrace technology for your business, etc. We have covered in this presentation. In terms of credit rating, if you look at, it's an independent opinion from a third party about the prospects of the company in terms of meeting its various financial obligations. In other words, if you look at, there is a set of people who are lenders or who are investors in the company. At the same time, you have people who are running the business, SMEs. So credit rating agencies play a critical role in terms of creating a bridge between these sort of two sets of players. In other words, the company on its own, instead of saying that I'm good, very good, or bad, somebody else, a third party coming and giving a certification about the prospects of the company, enhances to the value in the process. So what we found is, in this whole process, there is exchange of information with the rating agency in terms of explaining their business model, explaining the capabilities of the management, and also explaining in terms of the various financials with the company rating agency. Then the rating agency takes a view on the company based on the information provided by the small business. So that's how the process starts. And if you look at carefully how it benefits the small businesses, when you go to a bank and then you want to explain yourself that I'm so-and-so doing a particular business, and sometimes what happens, because of lack of awareness for the banker or the investor, they try to give a highest interest rates, or you may not be able to access funds at the right time. That is where the rating helps you. If an external rating agency like Brickwork comes and gives a rating, then you can use that as a platform for you to negotiate with the banker. For example, we have signed MOUs with various public sector banks and private sector banks. Wherever we have rated, and based on the external rating what we provide, we found that the bankers provide certain concession in the interest rate. For example, if you are normally borrowing at 12% rate, and if you have a good rating, the interest rate concession can happen between 50 basis points to 125 basis points, which is substantial for a banker. Secondly, we also give a nice report about the company in terms of the story about the company, in terms of the business model, in terms of the products, the capabilities of the management, etc. This story in the form of a report can be used for enhancing your trade with the rest of the world. For example, you are importing or exporting from the rest of the people in the various parts of the globe. It's always very difficult for them to know about your business, know about yourself, know about your enhancement in terms of your worthiness. So this is where this type of credit rating helps you. It is just not only a rating symbol, but also we provide a wonderful report which you can use it to enhance your business. Just very briefly, how do we do rating? We look at various parameters, but if you carefully see, it's not very large in terms of to understand. We look at your business. What is your business model? in terms of your reach, products, your geographies, and also your ability to run the business in the form of management capabilities, track record, experience, and also the type of uh, track record in terms of servicing your suppliers' obligations. We also look at your financial strength, whether it is capital or profitability or your debt. We also look at some of this ability to service your interest cost. In addition, we take into account the industry in which you belong. So you will find that whenever we do a rating on a standalone basis, we don't say a particular company is very good or good. We only say related to the rest of the companies in the same industry or related to various sets of companies in the universe, we try to give a ranking. That ranking is translated into form of a rating, that is alphabetical numbers. But it is not somebody who has got the highest rating is superior to somebody who is having a lower rating. The lower rating company may be getting a lower rating because it's at the beginning of the constitution of the company, or it is competing with some of the large global players, maybe various factors, but that doesn't mean that that particular rating stays forever. There's always scope for enhancement and moving up in the ladder. However, what we find is this type of rating also helps to benchmark internally. Today, I am having the rating scale of AAA, AA, single A, etc. It goes up to C, D, etc. Somebody even who is in triple B category can always benchmark themselves. How do I go to single A? How do I go to AA, AAA, etc. So it's always you can use it as a benchmark. We also have, I just want to highlight here very interesting particularly for small businesses. We have an arrangement with National Small Industries Corporation. Whenever we do a rating, 75% of the rating fee, the customer need not pay. Only 25% of the fee they have to pay. The remaining 75%, we claim it from the government through the National Small Industries Corporation. So there is a substantial benefit if somebody as a small business, even though they don't have sufficient funds to rate, but using this scheme, they can get that rated. However, the other benefits I highlighted earlier, that you get interest rate benefit, you get a better access to credit, a faster credit. There are so many benefits, enhancement in the trade. So it's equally important, like, if you're like your Aadhaar card, if you're in business, it's very critical that you need to have a credit rating. If you look at here, the bottom end, the table where we have used, we have also customized rating scale for small businesses. We don't give an overall global rating, whether it is good, bad, etc. What we have done is we try to classify the ratings into two broad areas. What is the financial health of the company as high, medium, low? And similarly, what is the operational performance capability of the company in terms of A, B, C, D, E, F? So the idea here is always it's possible that a small business may not have money, but at the same time they may have sufficient performance capabilities. So somebody who looks at on a holistic basis, it's possible that they may get a very lower rating. So the two-way matrix helps to communicate to the banker or investor saying that, look, this company has some very good capabilities. What is challenging for them is accessing right finance at the right time. So maybe that is why they have come to you for borrowing. So these are the firms where they have a good performance capability. They are to be supported in terms of lending. So that way this particular rating scale has been developed specifically for the small businesses. I want to highlight, we are living in a country where one industry which has got very favorable positioning as compared to many other businesses is the small businesses. Whether it is starting from the 5-year plan document, where the allocation for growth in the MSME business is substantial. You know why? Because 40% of our export comes from MSMEs. If you look at GDP composition, almost 9% of our GDP composition is from MSMEs. If you look at employment, it is one of the largest employment provider in the country in terms. So that's why the government is very keen to make sure this particular industry, small businesses, they will have to sustain over a longer time, which is very critical for the growth of the country. That is the same reason why they have a huge allocation in the five-year plan. You will also find year after year the budget allocations for the growth in the for growth of SMEs is substantially higher as compared to various other businesses.